after all that struggle of not finding a sugar daddy, then you know, I was like, hey, I'm just gonna try and find me a sugar daddy at work. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Shakira, and as you can see from the title, I'm gonna be doing a story time. I'm gonna be talking about how I went about seeking a sugar daddy. I don't know why, I still really don't know why, but whatever. And how I actually found Christ. Alright, so basically I don't even remember where it all got started, but I remember I was about to travel to the US in 2017. I think I was just broke, and I was just tired of being broke, and I'm the type of person that I don't like to work for other people.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I like to be independent. Yeah, and I was tired of that as well, so I decided that, hey, how about I try this sugar daddy thing out without any sugar. I was gonna go first. I went on Google and I googled where can I find sugar daddies. I started to Google how to be a sugar baby and all that stuff, and I found some websites. I think the first one I tried out was What's Your Price, and I wasn't getting anywhere with What's Your Price because I was in Jamaica, and basically everybody that was on it was in the US. So I went on Seeking Arrangement, and there was another one. I went on Sugar Daddy For Me. There was a bunch of them that I went on. I don't remember all of them right now, but I was basically going sugar daddy hunting, and I found the best picture of myself to put on my profile. I don't even remember the first name that I used, but I ended up changing my name to I'm Your Chocolate. And for What's Your Price, I couldn't get anybody to actually, I just couldn't get anybody on there. And then when I went on Seeking Arrangements, then I had like a few of them inboxing me. I traveled to the US in June 2017, and that's where I was like, yes, this can work for me now, because I'm no longer in Jamaica. They're no longer complaining that I'm too far away and we can't meet and all of that. So when I went to Tennessee, I actually tried to find sugar daddies that were close to me, that was in Tennessee.
What are you doing?
So when I went to Tennessee, I started getting like more messages, and it turned out that like most of them that were messaging me, they were basically scammers, and there was one that was like, so I need to send you some money, and I'm gonna need your bank information, your credit card information. I mean, they were like, what's your password for your online banking? I'm like, okay, bye, and I just blocked them. So there were a few scammers that I met up on, and then I met this nice gentleman, and we were going good, everything was going good. And then I told him that, okay, I am from Jamaica but I live in Tennessee, and it's like it just turned him off when I told him I'm from Jamaica. He was like, I don't trust anything or anybody from Jamaica. I don't trust any numbers from Jamaica, so I'm sorry, I'm just gonna block you now. And the man just blocked me completely. Because on my profile I stated that I was from Jamaica and I don't want anybody else to block me, so I actually removed that I'm Jamaican on my profile. And after whatever happened there was another guy that wanted to meet me, because most of them, they don't want to give you no money unless they meet. So I was like, okay, fine. So guess what, I work such and such a time, I don't have much time to meet, because to be honest, I really didn't want to meet any one of them. I just wanted to like find someone who just want text, just want look at attention and just give me some money. That's all. I didn't want to meet with anybody, to be honest. So I found every excuse to give him that I can't meet because I work 24/7. I work 2 jobs, and when I'm not working at one, I'm working at the other. When I'm not working at any, I am basically getting rest to go back to work. So I found every excuse to give him, but it seemed like he really wanted to meet and he really wanted to give me some money, but I just don't wanted the sugar. I just wanted a daddy, but I don't wanted any sugar with it. There was one that was like, hey, I'm glad I'm glad I met you, because all I want is some company. I've been divorced and I just want somebody to talk to, and I'll send you some money. I'm like, yes, this is what I want. However, I got nothing out of it, because he was one of them that also wanted my credit card information. All I met on these websites were scammers. They were just like 1 and 2 real people. I don't know if I'm the one who's finding the scammers or what, are the sugar daddy just never exist on the sites, but I couldn't find any. There was this other scammer that I gave my email address to. Like he was just it seemed like he was a real one. The way he was talking, he was like, I've been on these websites and all I've been meeting are scammers. I can't find any real sugar babies, and I just want somebody to talk to because my wife, I don't remember when he said I'm to him wife, and he had kids, and yo, I was like, exactly, all I can find on these websites are scammers, and I am not realizing that this is a scammer himself. So he was like, okay, so I'm gonna send you some money. I'm like, yes, thank you Jesus, finally. And the amount that he said he sent, I'm like, hey, ain't nobody gonna send that much money that don't even know me, don't even know if I'm a man or a woman. It was like a whole lot of money. It was like thousands and thousands of dollars. He was like, hey, I'm rich, okay? Money is not my problem. I can send you all my information. I can send you screenshots of my banking information. And he literally sent me screenshots of banking information, and I still didn't trust it. Like, he's saying, yo, I got millions in the bank. This is no problem to me, because I was like, hey, I don't believe this. Why are you sending me so much money? So he decides to send me proof that money is not his problem. I'm like, hey, you know what? Forget this. And he kept emailing me like, hey, why are you not responding to me? Blah, 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 blah. So I just blocked him. After all that struggle of not finding a sugar daddy, then, you know, I was like, hey, I'm just gonna try and find me a sugar daddy at work. I'm gonna find me a sugar daddy at work, because there were a lot of them at work and some of them kept picking on me. Like, I got this one friend, like, he is, I don't know, he's just like the best little dude I've ever met since I've been traveling, and yeah, he's okay. But for the rest of them, like at both jobs, there's some 1 and 2 that kept picking on me, and I'm like, you know what, since as y'all picking on me, y'all gonna pay for picking on me. But as I said, I just didn't want no sugar. I just wanted a daddy, and they wanted sugar, and it wasn't gonna happen. So I just quit. I just quit trying to find a sugar daddy, right? So I was like, let me stop trying to find a sugar daddy and find me a little boyfriend. So I wasn't successful at that either, because I just couldn't find my type. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try one of the white guys. I need a white guy. Like, white guys seem so nice and whatever. I didn't get to actually try. I didn't get to do anything that I wanted to do, and I didn't make a dime from trying to find a sugar daddy. I didn't find any sugar daddy. And there was this little friend that I have, like, I think we were destined to meet. Normally when I see people, I try to read them, and I try to read her, and I'm like, she would be a good friend to, you know, travel with and whatever. And it ended up that we were basically going the same place. We were actually gonna work at the same place and all that. And when I got her contact from Jamaica as well, from the agency and whatever, blah blah blah. Long story short, we were roommates, and she's a Christian, by the way. So I was kind of happy I met her. Like, probably I can follow in her footsteps and, you know, find back my way. And at that point I didn't, but she was a good influence. I was getting like a lot of signs that I need to get back to Christ. So I'm like, when I just went, there were like we went to walk downtown, and there are a bunch of white people that were standing together, and this I think they stopped us, and they were like, are you Christians? And I'm like, I'm not, but she is. And I'm like, what kind of sign this? Because I kind of felt guilty at the point that I had to say no, I'm not. I'm not guilty, but kind of ashamed in a way. I took that as a sign, and I'm like, you know what, I need to start following Christ. But instead of following Christ, I went seeking sugar daddies and whatever. Anyway, I kept finding more Christians. It's like everywhere I went, there were Christians everywhere. And I'm like, I've never been to America to work and I've been around so much Christians. I hardly can ever find Christians when I go to the US. And I'm like, this is strange. This is just different. So I'm like, something's wrong here. Or maybe something's right here. So I was like telling Rachel that, hey Rachel, like I'm telling her that there are so many signs that I'm getting that I need to go back to Christ and all that. And she was like telling me that yes, you need to and whatever. And I'm like, look, if I ask one more person that they are Christian and they say yes, then I'll take it as a sign. So where we work, she worked in the snack bar, I worked in the fudge shop. So we weren't around each other 24/7 every day. I think she came to the fudge shop one day, and I was there, and one of our co-workers came by, and we were there talking, and I asked him, hey, are you a Christian? And he was like, yes, I'm a Christian, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. I'm like, I looked at her, and I'm like, she looked at me and actually know what it means. Like, hey, there's your sign, Rochelle, there's your sign. And all the signs that I got while I was in the US, I didn't even say, okay, I'm just gonna start walking with Christ. I didn't. I kind of ignored all the signs. Not really ignored them, but it just wasn't that easy to get back to Christ just like that. So it all went by, and because of all those signs that I got, when it was time for me to come back to Jamaica, I went shopping, and I was like, yo, I don't know what's gonna be. So I'm gonna just start going back to church. So I'm gonna buy some church clothes, and I didn't even buy much church clothes. I bought like probably 5 dresses, 5 very long dresses, and probably around 3 shorter ones. I just bought some stuff that I know could wear to church. I still bought up like my short shorts and my sleeveless and my cutout pants, my cutout foot pants and whatever. So I had the intention to go back to church, but I also think that I'm just probably gonna go to church for going to church sake and not just go to church, give my heart to God and go to church, because I'm buying church clothes, but I'm buying clothes to wear to like go out as a worldly and whatever they call it, a worldly person, right? And I came back, I decided I'm doing my video and Jaden wants to tell me that I'm too noisy. Bruh, leave me alone. Okay,
Too noisy.
whatever, man. I came back to Jamaica, and you know what? I was still seeking sugar daddies.
Daddy?
Yeah, I was still seeking a sugar daddy, and even my friend Rachel, not that she was being a bad influence, but she know I got all the signs. What was there for her to do? She couldn't like force me, drag me into church or whatever. It's my decision, right? So there wasn't much that Rachel could do. All she could do was tell me that, hey Rachel, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to go back to church, blah blah blah. But she couldn't drag me in there. So yeah, I got one of my little sugar daddies. She gave me, like, she had a friend actually, and she gave me the number and she told me that, hey, he got money and whatever and blah blah blah. And I said, okay, I'm gonna text him, and I messaged him. He messaged me, and he know what the deal was gonna be, right? So I'm just gonna, it's just gonna be for the money, right? Anyways, I made plans with him, and I'm like, okay, we can meet here, and yeah, whatever. So we made the plans, but I didn't get to carry it out because I think it was in about November. I think it was about November that we made the plans, right? And by December I was in Clarendon, and that we had my church that I used to go to, well, at the church that I goes to now, but at that point that I used to go to, they were having convention, and I was like, I want to go, but I was just so lazy, and I was like, hey, this is really not my thing. I want to go, but I don't want to go because I'm lazy, and I don't like crowd anyways. So one of my friends texts me. I don't remember who was the first person that texted. No, yes, it was Jerome. Jerome Smith texted me, and he was like, hey, you know, come a convention, whatever, come man. And I was like, yeah man, may I come. And that was, I think that was like, I don't remember which day it was, but I knew in myself that I wasn't going to go anywhere. And I tell him that, yeah man, may I come probably now, may I come one of the day or in the night or whatever. And I didn't go. And I think he was the same person that texted me and said, don't make convention, then I, you know, come or whatever. And I was like, yeah, whatever, yeah, fine, me I go come, man, me I go come. But I really didn't, I wasn't gonna come. And I like how persistent he was, because he realized that I never come today, never come tomorrow, and he still say, hey, you know, come, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, Jerome. And
Is it okay, Jerome?
and I kind of was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna go one of the nights just because you insisted. Anyways, I didn't know which night I was gonna go, but he wanted me to come the youth night as well, and I didn't go. But I remember my aunt as well, Diane, she texted me I think it was a Thursday night, or was it the Saturday? I don't remember what night it was. I think it was a Saturday. I think Jerome was the one who texted me on the Thursday night. I think that was the first night. I don't remember. But my aunt texted me as well And no, she called me and she was saying, hey, tonight is baptism and come man, come, you know, do a little thing, get baptized, whatever. I'm like, to myself, I'm like, yeah, I want to, but I'm not ready yet. Like, more have a little more fun first. It's my intention to come, but maybe I could do it, but maybe I could actually do it in August. So I'm like, can't bother, I don't want to go. And she was like, come on. And I'm like, me come, I'll come, but I don't think I'm gonna get baptized yet. I was finding excuses like, hey, you have to baptize in white. I don't have any white. I don't have any church clothes. I really had church clothes because I bought them at Walmart. I don't have any white. I don't have any this. I don't have any that. And I find all sorts of excuse not to go, or just to go and not get baptized, right? But deep down I wanted to, but on the top of my head, like, I just want to have some more fun, and if I get baptized now, I'm not gonna be able to have fun anymore. And long story short, I went to church the night, and before I went to church though, I went to my aunt. She gave me a white dress, and I had my hair, I had cut my hair like a couple days before that. Like, I trimmed my whole hair, I shaved the side and whatever. I think I talked about this in another video before, about how I trimmed my hair and whatever. Anyways, I cut my hair. I'm gonna put a picture, right? I'm gonna put a picture so you can see how my hair was done. So I went to church the night and I went in my full white. I didn't tell anybody anything because I didn't even plan to. And even when I had on my white dress and I went to church, I was still having those, like, I'm not ready yet. I want to, but, and then I sat at the back, all the way at the back of the church. I sat with Janelle. Yes, Janelle. And,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. And when it was time for the candidates to go and, you know, to do their testimony and whatever, my heart started to pound, and I'm like, oh my gosh, am I really gonna do this? I said, okay, you know what,
Okay.
I'm just gonna do this, because if I don't do it now, I'm never ever gonna do it. I'm never ever going to do it. So I just made my decision that, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I went up and I gave my testimony, and I sat in the, I even had on pink and blue nails at the time. And I went and I gave my testimony and everything, blah blah blah, and I got baptized in December 2017, and everything didn't fall off at once. They take a little time, and I dropped my dirty ways. I stopped seeking sugar daddies, and yeah, so how it's been since then, I've grown spiritually. I've grown. Like, I've been a Christian before, by the way. I first got baptized in December 2008. This is how I felt when I was out there. I felt bound, like I want to go to church and I can't go. I want to get saved, and it's just so hard. Whoever prayed for me, whoever helped me, whoever influenced me, thank you. And you know what, I think that God didn't send me out there. Jesus didn't send me out in the world, but he allowed it to happen for a reason, because I realized that when I come back to church, like, so many young people come to me and they tell me things, and if I've never been out there, I wouldn't know what to tell them, because I would have no experience. I wouldn't know how to encourage them, right? Because I've never been through it. But I've been out there and I've been through all the things that they actually come to me with, and I didn't even expect people to, like, I have to be wondering, like, why are so many young people even coming to me, like, and telling me things? And I get to realize that maybe, just maybe, God allowed that to happen so that I can actually help them. I tell them my experience and how I actually like not got over it, but how I went through it. And you know, I try my best to help them, and it's always my pleasure to help them. So that's basically how it all went down, guys. And I'm happy being a Christian now, and I'm very proud of being a Christian. Very proud.
I'm a proud Christian.
Jaden said he's a proud Christian too. Alright guys, so that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really like this video, and if you do like my videos, go ahead, subscribe, share the video with your friends, guys. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below. Comment if you think I would have been a good sugar baby. Comment if you think I would have made lots of money if I had gotten a sugar daddy. Well, that's it for the video, guys. See you next week. Bye.